Imagine yourself standing in a boundless wilderness with no walls to guide or protect you. Wind rushes in from every direction, whispering the same promise. You are free. Yet the moment you raise your foot, an invisible weight clamps onto your chest, as though every path hides consequences you'll never escape. You say you crave freedom, but the instant you truly can choose, your palms break into sweat. You once laughed at those who obey commands, only to discover that emptiness terrifies you even more. Why does freedom, our brightest ideal, turn to shadow the closer it comes? Why do chains fall away, yet fear pins your feet? Notice how escaping the cage doesn't guarantee safety. It simply dumps the full cost of every choice onto your shoulders. Sartre called this sudden shiver the vertigo of existence. You are condemned to be free, and therefore condemned to bear all consequences. Are you ready? If freedom is destined to bring anxiety, what point is there in chasing it? Or, more unsettling, when you think you're writing your own script, could you still be acting out lines someone else composed? Picture a spotlight slicing down from an unseen balcony, burning the back of your neck. There is nowhere to hide, no curtain to retreat behind. Failure can no longer be blamed on fate, because the sole decision-maker is you, so you procrastinate, diluting choices into endless lists, praying one item will volunteer to decide for you. But time, like a retreating tide, exposes your unmoving footprints. The feet that refuse to move reveal you most. Freedom isn't a gift. It's a non-returnable contract demanding your signature across your entire life. The cage was also a co-signer that once shared the burden. Now, with its doors flung open, your own weight is all that's left. Come, let's dive deeper to uncover what truly feeds this anxiety. That cold sweat isn't mere stage fright, it taps an ancient pulse. Jung said the unconscious is a locked library stacked with ancestral fears and desires. Announce, "I want freedom," and dusty pages whirl open. Stories you never wrote demand. If you throw away the script, can you still tell who you are? Psychology reminds us the brain despises uncertainty. Dopamine dances before predictable rewards, but exits the stage at limitless intersections. The real terror is not failure. It's the homelessness inside infinite possibility, where each choice feels like a stone hurled into cosmic silence with no echo. Nietzsche named this void the abyss. Stare long enough and it stares back, reflecting your own barrenness. Sociology adds another irony. Modern culture worships self-actualization, yet the yardstick of worth remains external. Choose any path, so long as it wins applause. Old commands become subtler like buttons. Schopenhauer smirks. Under the banner of freedom, we chase new flavors of shackles. Look outward. Every road hides an invisible cue. Look inward. You dread meeting a naked self with no labels, no resume, only raw desires. More cruelly, culture scripted you early. Family, school, ads drilled if, then into your nerves. If obedient, then loved. If hardworking, then rewarded. Soon your freedom key wires directly to a fear grid. Each reach toward choice triggers electric warnings. Freedom ceases to be flight. It becomes a high-wire act with no safety net. You must guarantee meaning while a fall yawns beneath. So what is anxiety trying to say? Enemy or unopened letter? You sense we've only skimmed the surface. Deeper undercurrents are already rewriting your fate. Ready to descend? You thought anxiety was an occasional jolt. It's already vine-wrapped every seam of life. It lurks in your alarm clock, turning dawn's first chime into judgment, hides in your shopping cart, converting reconsider into never decide. Blinks behind social media badges, reminding you each option could be better or worse. At the subway turnstile, debating a job change, your amygdala has sounded sirens, flooding you with cortisol and enlarging imaginary disasters. Rational thought staggers, yanked by confirmation bias. Data insists quitting will destroy you. Staying means missing paradise. Paralyzed, you label inaction waiting for clarity, while unused roads shut one by one. Culture's silent code completes the takeover. Ads, rankings, trending lists chant. Freedom equals infinite options. Success equals constant visibility. You accept the formula, missing the swap. When freedom becomes endless switching, deep commitment seems foolish. You can't dig into one craft. Closing tabs murders infinite selves in parallel universes. Anxiety morphs into prized drive. Everyone's anxious, so who dares rest? Chronic uncertainty fogs the brain. Research shows high ambiguity can black out the prefrontal cortex, pushing you toward quick rewards. Short videos, takeout, a chat app's read receipt. Attention shatters. Long-range plans vanish, patched by dopamine microdoses. Society shifts accordingly. Firms sense your dread and feed you might like algorithms, stealing genuine comparison. Schools preach personalized growth, yet rank you by test scores. Even relationships absorb the easy exit ethos. Commitment devalues into emoji replies. Freedom stays, its weight recast as update or be obsolete. You're no longer chained. You're on a treadmill. Pause and you lose. The cruel loop tightens. Every swipe, compare, overthink breeds fresh anxiety. The louder it grows, the more you seek quick relief, which in turn fuels it. Until one day you discover choices now serve to mute the next anxiety spike, not to shape your life. Pause and picture the future. Keep treating freedom as a limitless catalog, and in 10 years you'll possess faster internet, smarter feeds, louder likes, yet lack courage to bet on any single possibility. Will you still recognize freedom, or realize it's experiencing you? The undertow still roils beneath, but it's not a full stop. It's the gate to deeper water. The threat isn't drowning, it's never learning to swim. Ready? Let's pick up the knife and rebel. Rebellion begins with reclaiming inner authority, not smashing outer walls. 1. Violent pruning. In the menu of infinity, ruthlessly shut 90% of entrances. Rename might be better, as sure to distract, just in case as guaranteed delay. The fewer options left, the more authentic they become. Nietzsche called this forging scarcity. Value emerges only when noise is cut away. 2. Own consequences, not perfection. Sartre said identity is forged in action, not contemplation. Stop hunting the optimal answer. That's delegating to a phantom future. Act, stumble, record the bruise, adjust. Barry Schwartz's studies show the fewer comparisons, the fewer regrets. 3. Anchor visions with irreversible rituals. Set public deadlines, stake money, burn bridges, like Hemingway buying his last drink to force a finished chapter, or Jobs announcing launch dates. When retreat is welded shut, norepinephrine sharpens focus. Anxiety converges into propulsion. 4. Carve silent windows. Daily, seal yourself from screens for deep work. Studies indicate undistracted blocks cut chronic anxiety by up to 30%. Time regains texture. Minutes align with your breath, not notifications. 5. Gather allies, not spectators. Form a small circle seeking freedom's weight. Share wagers, not leaderboards. In this reciprocal witnessing, Sartre's intersubjectivity, freedom becomes a group fire dance, each gaze pressure and shield at once. Yes, it will hurt. But remember, remaining in the cage hurts too, just stretched thin, delayed, dulled until you mistake narrow bars for sky. Look at those who got it. Nietzsche writing will to power while ill. Helen Keller sculpting speech from silence. Gabor Mate quitting a prestige post to walk Vancouver's alleys. Their common creed: the highest cost freedom is the only one worth claiming. Now check your palm. The key was always there, fogged by infinite better illusions. Turn it. One more door awaits. The revelation that overturns your life's compass. Inside the darkest room, only a mirror hangs. No windows, no doors. You recoil, but reflection is the sole exit. Freedom's secret message flashes. Anxiety isn't a side effect. It's freedom's vital sense organ. A person without pain can bleed out unnoticed. Likewise, without anxiety, you have ceded choice to someone else. You are numb. Anxiety proves the soul still breathes, urging you to sculpt uncut stone. You realize the anxiety-free freedom you craved never existed. Sartre's life sentence stands. Shadow cannot be outrun. Light summons it. The answer isn't to erase anxiety, but to transmute it into orientation. Each tightening chest asks, which responsibility am I dodging? Which path demands my unique imprint? Anxiety is a compass. The stronger the tremor, the clearer the trail only you can blaze. A deeper shock follows. Freedom is not do whatever you wish, but in endless possibilities, dare to self-restrict. A painter's first stroke, an alpinist's planted flag, limitation births form. You declare to the world, this is me. Anxiety contracts into laser focus. The weight on your chest straightens your spine. Mistakes mark a traceable arc, not proof of nothingness. Philosophy and psychology merge here. Nietzsche's "become who you are" revokes outsourced definitions. Jung's individuation unites shadow and light. Schopenhauer's pessimism flips into power. If pain is constant, choosing its shape gives life a singular timbre. Strangely, true freedom narrows rather than widens. When goals shift from what others might like to what I must enact, anxiety fuses into fuel. You stamp your life's seal. Even if crooked, it's yours alone. The scene turns cinematic. A metal door materializes, outside pulsing with trends, algorithms, expectations. You inhale, not to silence the clamor, but to step through it. Because the real exit isn't beyond the door, it's in the footfall itself. The world remains loud, yet cannot steal your direction. Anxiety stays, but now guides your hand. The tale slices to black, but your story truly starts here. Close this screen, return to your open plane, and choose one uncarved stone. Etch a decision you'll own completely. Then let the chisel of anxiety sing your singular pattern. When the next wind rises, you will not stare about in dread. Instead, you'll whisper, I tremble, therefore I live. I am anxious, therefore I am free.